Hello my lovelies, how have you guys been doing? I have a giant pile of how is my TBR actually doing? I went through all the books that I have and picked out the ones I'm probably actually willing to still read of what I own. A few of them were just kind of suggestions that people handed me, so I didn't buy all of them, but a good many I bought myself. So, to get started right now, because, wow, the pile is large. That didn't work at all. Okay, I'm just starting with whatever order it is in this pile. The first one is James Rowland's The Sixth Extinction. I really enjoy these type of books by him. They're Sigma Force novels, be it sciencey or mystical or whatnot. He does a lot of research into it, and they make me filled with thinking. The next book, I have more than one of these. I was actually given this to me, so I do really want to read these, but it's The Theft of Swords. The series is called the Rhaenyra Revelations. I am the worst reader in the world. You can understand me. Michael J. Sullivan is the writer for these, and they're supposed to be really good. I am just going to mention I apparently have the physical copy. I have it on my ebooks as well, on here. And I also have the audiobook. One was a present, one my husband bought, one I would have acquired. The next book in that pile is Velveteen by Daniel Marks. I am hoping to get to this at some point just so I can, tell myself when I randomly buy shit, it's not a waste of my money. Gretel and the Dark by Eliza Granville. At Christmas time I bought this. It sounded amazing. I was supposed to be buying books for other people. Did that happen? No. No, it did not happen. So the idea seems really interesting to me, but I haven't read it. The next one is The Midnight Queen by Sylvia Izo Hunter. I again picked this up at Christmas time. It sounded really good. It had a pretty cover. I have a problem. Another book I'm sure you guys have all seen many times is The Taxidermist's Daughter by Kate Mosey. I don't know how to say her last name. And I started this one, but I wasn't quite in the mood to read, and I think I'm so close to the part where it would start getting real interesting. I just didn't get there. The oldest of all the books on my bookshelf that I'm still wanting to read is Karen Miller's Kingmaker, Kingbreaker. This is the double book set. I really enjoyed one of her other series. It's a lot different than a lot of other things I read. I quite enjoyed the character of Hellcat from her other series. Don't ask me what the name is right now. I did not bring those in here. I do not know. Okay, so my 7th book on my TBR list of ones I should read are ones I just picked up, because you can never have too many, right? So it's Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. It's a cute little graphic novel. This should not take me very long to read, so I'm not super worried about its length. Then I have Blood Song by Anthony Ryan. It is the first novel to the Raven Shadow novels. We're doing it for book club, so it should be read pretty quickly, pretty soon. I'm pretty good lately with reading all the books I currently am purchasing. It's all these old ones that still aren't getting touched. This is the first book to a series, and this is Midnight Thief by Livia Blackburn. Again, I'm really excited about it. I have problems. And lastly, the second book to The Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson. It is The Heart of Betrayal. It is the sequel to A Kiss of Deception. I'm real excited about this. Then comes the ebook books. I'm just going to read out the list. I'm not going to try to pull up the picture for each and every one because Who has time for that? Sorry, you can hear my child in the background. So, the first one is Becoming Darkness by Lindsay Francis Brambles. I just got this as an ARC, so I should read it real soon because I believe it comes out in September. I could be wrong. The second book is The Sisters of Versailles, which is about the mistresses of King Louis XV. And this is by Sally Christine. It is going to be historical fiction. Don't worry about that. The next book is a sequel to the Soul Eaters books, and it is Crushed by Eliza Crew. I'm really excited to read this. I read the first one probably 3 years back, and I just remember thinking the main character was written really sassy and sarcastic, and that just makes me happy. So hopefully I will enjoy the second book as much as I enjoyed the first one, which surprisingly enough I remember what it's about, so it had to be pretty good. Sometimes I can't remember a book I read 2 months ago. The next book I have in my Kobo is the whole series of The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. I'm really excited to read those. I'm going to get right on it real soon. I also have the books 2 to 5 of The Air Chronicles by Cinda Williams Chima. I read the first one, and because I loved her other series with the Demon King and all of that, I think I have only the first 2 books of the Angel Fall series by Susan E. I know there's a bunch of people who like it, and then there's other people who really hate it. So hopefully I will like it, and I'll really get on reading all of these series. Because guess what? I also have another whole series, The Unbecoming of Dara Meyer, which I am 90% sure I won't like. Because I hear it's about like ghosts or something. Maybe I will like it, maybe I won't. I do not know. The next books I have is the Shatter Me series. One of my good friends has read the first book and said she really doubts I will enjoy it, but sometimes I like things she doesn't. Sometimes. Then again, I have the Theft of Swords books because I have a problem apparently with having Theft of Swords books. They're not even little. I also, after that, need to finish the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series by Lani Taylor. It was the first book was part of my TBR for July, so hint hint, I finished it. Go me. And lastly, on my Kobo, I have Partials by Dan Wells, the whole series, and I think it's about aliens. I could be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And since I'm not an alien type reading person, it's not my thing. I don't like aliens. It's a problem. Okay, so my total number of books / series I need to read that I already own is like 22, which seems almost reasonable, except for when you consider the fact that some of these books, and by some of them I mean most of the ebooks, this series are 3 or 4 books long. Will I get that done this year? Absolutely not. If it was the 22, I probably could do it. For June and July, I had to finally give up on trying to read all of these really old books because it was really hampering my wanting to read. I want to keep going on this kind of insane trail of reading lots of books, getting lots done, telling you guys more about it, and just kind of enjoying myself reading though. I don't want to make myself hate reading, make it feel like it's a job. So I hope you guys are doing really great, and I will talk to you next week. Bye!